I wrote this little piece several years back during a time of outward tumult. I am surprised at the fact that I haven't changed much. It has seemed like I've been learning and growing. And yet, many of these truths, it seems like, have been in me for a long time. I wonder if that's the case with all of us. If we were brave enough to speak the deepest truth that lies within right now, before we're even able to implement it, I wonder if we'd be surprised at what we would say. Which makes you wonder if, in reality, all we're doing in this life is remembering things that we always knew. Man pushes and presses and squeezes every ounce of advantage he can from what he regards as the unforgiving minute. Why? Principally, it's because he fears death. And death cloaks itself in any number of unnamed fears, which propel him onward even when the winds of fate no longer appear to be at his back. Secondly, it's because if life is short and death must be reckoned with eventually anyway, he wants to purchase what comfort or pleasure he can secure while it lasts. The only problem is that pushing, pressing, and squeezing are painful and quickly propel the ambitious soul toward the grave. Not only that, but he who cannot slow down enough to hear the gentle winds that calmly whisper silence's own agenda are led into blind evils which canker and corrupt the soul. This destruction of the soul's better impulse is tantamount to a second form of death, that death which in fact does not sleep, but lives on past present woes and transcends the death of the body. There has never been one intimation or enlightened thought or divine communication that has come into the heart of a person while in this state of mind. On the other hand, if you will slow down and disregard your agenda and listen, there is hope that you might just tune into some thought which you never imagined. If you're tired of pushing and pressing, if you are ready to forsake them altogether, there is another way, but you cannot have both. Silence will not enlist itself in your endeavors, and if you enlist to serve the still small voice, do not be surprised when you are called upon to forsake all earthly things. Only when you have done so will you cease from fearing death and enter into that life which comforts those who rise to traverse the trackless path. It is only this life which can transcend the grave and rise again and cause a person to rise again to that life which is eternal.